They ought to never let your kind in, no regret proper.
Boys are good. Sit your trousers. In life, you gotta take risks and not get fucked.
What are you serving? Farewell.
Hello, Sourpuss.
Looky, Mr. Fancy Pack.
Ramen supper.
Boring as
What you want?
fucking
shite.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Your gift.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an I ask questions. Try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this. And though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from...
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest...
Siri. The woman's name. It was in Rivia. The second war with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes, just...
All right. Tell me no...
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to...
Yes.
No need to rush.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose. She lost her footing. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Yes.
In that case...
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
A descendant of bloody Falka. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the Firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, there's something else. I remember Ciri having trouble controlling her abilities. Yennefer tried to teach her to cast simple spells, and Ciri destroyed a shed near the temple where they were. Really upset her, but it was just an old shed. I know it took her a while to gain control, and frankly, I doubt she controls her abilities fully to this day.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times, the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the Rosemary time in their will.
The Rosemary Time? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The Rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri. Yes?
Not for a voyage through those waters.
Time I went back to sea.
I'd pit and say, payers. Those skeleton butchers.
It's a rank. What's he doing?
Times we live in.
Hey, handsome.
I'll never come back, you stinking staggies.
All's we want.
Don't give a f... Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
Stop walking into his sword!
Reminds me of our days of yore. Eh?
Yeah, almost like we never left Verdun.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can treat each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
Got some problems.
Fuck off, Geralt. Need to spill your gut.
I'm looking for Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
There's a few things.
Let me guess. Triss?
Triss and I talked. Clear. As for Yennefer, well,
So you found her? Ha! Need to tell me all about it.
I will. Some other time. Got something a tinge more important to take care of now.
Meaning?
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. Not just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale. What do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian
A
Alfred
note from a grateful
Pancratz,
muse.
reading someone else's letters from the finest vineyards of the sound one arts.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandelion.
Annual balladry contest. Silver laurel awarded to Master Dandelion.
Prince Eric held in the honors, and the feast afterwards. Dandelion taught us right to yodel, and I... another time.
Hmm. 10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Bookkeeping among them. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late? Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door. Well, don't just stand
Still here?
Just checking to see that everything's in place. Bugger.
Actually, glad you're still here. Wanted... Though well she knows the touch of
Molly. Keeps thinking.
a baroness within reach, and he settled for a chamber.
Dandelion's not one to judge folk by their station. You know that. Like he said.
Yeah. Guess a true poet. If I didn't doubt it,
Probably.
meaning.
She had him wearing mummers' costumes.
Huh.
She did a kind of
Visp
hats.
hollered
Hats.
through flower. Like a dwarf. All right.
Yes.
Wouldn't say that.
Well,
How dare she reject the great bard in
more than once, word has.
a figure most rare. Well, well.
Not without reason. Never been much for elven women myself, but this one's except.
You want to take this one, then?
Nah, you can have it.
Why?
See, elven beauty's like a young Beauclair wine.
Lice it, you mangy dwarf.
Oh, let it go, Jared. Come on, we need another.
It's a material world, and I'm a material girl.
Where's your ass? Hey, darling.
What village are you from?
Willows.
You've mistaken me for someone else.
You're the only one here, mate.
Leave.
And who might you be?
Call me an admirer.
Made a mistake coming.
You're making the mistake.
And if we don't?
This man's not worth.
You're right. Even looks.
I beg to differ.
Danny.
I,
Go home, merchant, and try.
I will.
Yeah?
Curse me.
how can I be?
See that?
On your way?
Got
Or will you stay
so
longer?
fucked up.
Witcher.
That's the life.
I don't know you. Go away.
Trace the pains all the way to the garden.
Or did you catch it?
No luck. What do you want?
Want to see Rosa von...
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want.
I'm Geralt of Rivia.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you, but she's not
Great arrogance to call a pyre, so...
Could it be that all...
Actually, take care.
No
They
strong
let him
cards,
rabble,
no gold
and now
king.
decent folk
Shan't
are
be
afraid to
entering,
leave their
shall we?
homes.
Do we not know the rules?
But I've coined.
Then
You
I
take
suggest you
liberties,
return with
not good.
Who do you play for?
cards are in order.
We...
Well, let's have a name.
Geralt of Riv...
Gerard of Rivia. The match will start soon. But the... Tournament participants only. Everyone else out.
Well, well. Geralt of Rivia. And I was beginning to think this tournament would be a dreadful bore. I'm afraid winning coin from peasants, thugs, and faux aristocrats is no great...
We know each other?
Let's say we've some mutual acquaintances.
Place like this, that's more a warning.
Sasha.
Sasha what? Or maybe just...
Place like this. Sasha.
Come to the Passiflora.
I'm here from time to time. I cannot say all the faces are familiar, but that is Patrick Hazelnut. Never goes anywhere without those three.
Met a man once who traveled with 2 Zaracanian warrior women as bodyguards, but those 3...
Have other talents, clearly. The halfling's Bernard Tully, a farmer. Best... And I'm certain you've heard of Count Tybalt. After all,
Actually, I haven't heard of him.
he's reputed to be fabulously wealthy. I can't say how true it is, but he was able to afford his title and the county.
All right.
Try to chat up the other players before the tournament begins.
Hey, darling. Like what you see?
Shut off!
I've never seen you here before.
Could it be that all roads lead to...
Take...
What?
Plan to
What to you?
see your cards when we play.
You would likely to advance that far?
I'm here to... Yes?
I was made for loving.
I'm new to this. Took me ages to squirrel away the coin for the buy-in. Mushrooms, I know.
You really a farm?
Why not look it? Got a little farmstead just outside the city. Could sit there for days.
What's with the...
The smell? Anywho, mushrooms are all well and good, but one's got to get away at times. My lady, she was in tears. Said I... But I says to her, I says, Hortensia. Likewise.
Apologies, but I must...
I can see that.
This will certainly serve me better than your conversation with...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our closed Gwent tournament. By closed, I mean more than the mere elite nature of... Anyone leaving the Passiflora before the end of play will be disqualified. Rules number 2, 3, and 4 are no fight. We play for golden figurines. The winner will take them all, along with a monetary prize equal to 9. Easy enough to calculate that 9 have entered. The tournament will consist of 3 rounds. The finalists emerging from said players will be paired by random draw.
Achoo! Patrick Hazelnut, Gervold, Bramble, Front and Stock, and...
Excellent.
A pleasant...
Like a raw wound.
Starting at last. A year down the road, I'll be plying Hortensia and my lads with tales.
So, how did you
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
What style?
So,
Tournament's over for me.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
You got brawny thighs, straight.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend. Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend. Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend. Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend. Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Jolly.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an Oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend. Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
stuff.
Triss could not help Geralt, Yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Bet he can't keep his hands off himself.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend. Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Starting at last. A year down.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Corrine Tilly, an oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Corrine Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Oh, that one's so pretty, but he can't keep his hands off himself. With you? Not for all the gold in Novigrad.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an Oniromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Jolly!
Starting at last.